Hi guys, it's me UB Programmer and welcome to the lecture 3 of Software Engineering Basic course. And now we will see about the software requirement document, which will be a really important concept in this course. And let's see what software requirement actually means. So it is the very first stage of software development life cycle. So you define problem and by the defining problem correctly, you make a list of all your requirements which you want to achieve. And this is really a broad concept, and we will see it in the parts, right? So any important business role, legal constraint, or contracts, or any you can say non-technical aspect of that project will also be discussed in and defined in this step. So everything which you want to discuss about that project, you will be doing that in the requirement phase, because after then it will be start for the development, and there will be no chance for you to change anything after or during the development phase. It will cost you a lot, right? So this is really the important stage in the software development life cycle. And there are some levels, as I said, we will discuss it in the parts. So there are four parts of this requirement phase. One is the business requirement, second the user requirement, then the functional requirement, and the non-functional requirement. Let's see it one by one. The business requirement is the why business need this software or this system you are developing. So why there is the really the need of this system, right? So focus on that and try to think about it, and there will be a dedicated document for this business requirement, right? Which will be obviously called business requirement document, and it is the part of the software requirement document, right? Then there will be user requirement, and what user want to do with that software. So at this stage, at the business requirement stage, you are defining why you need this software for your business. And then in the user requirement, you are saying, if I want to meet that specifications or needs in the which you have defined in the business requirement, I would do that, and I want that software to automate those process. So what user want to do with this software? So user want to do something to meet some business goals, and this is what being defined here in the user requirement. Then we have the functional requirement. So this is what software should do to achieve user goal. So this is really simple, like you are developing a system or a software. So what will be functionalities of this software to meet the user expectation and eventually to meet the business requirements, right? Then you have non-functional. So these are the derivatives or derived from these this user requirement, functional and non-functional. So what software should not do, or it means that there will be some constraints for this project. Like you want to execute that project you are working on the Windows or Mac or Linux, maybe specify that in the very first stage, right, in the software requirements, so that when you have developed that software, there should be not any issues about the execution of the project, right? And we have the concept of stakeholders. So the really simple definition of the stakeholders is anyone who have some kind of interest in the software or the system you are working on. So everyone who want to use or who will be benefited or be affected by the system or the project you are working on. There will be many teams which will be affected if you are working in a large scale company. So all of them will be your stakeholders, and stakeholders plays a very important role in the defining software requirements. So keep that in mind. We will talk about it in the next lectures also. So that's all for this lecture 3, and I will meet you in the lecture 4 of this course. Thanks for watching.